Good morning. I forgot to change my alarm, so I've overslept by sort of half an hour, 45 minutes. Not the end of the world, because I probably obviously needed the sleep, but I feel a bit behind schedule. I was hoping to have posted an article, delivered my candles to the post office, be back nice and early so I can start preparing for a buffet. So we've got 50 people coming in at 12:30. Need to make sandwiches, get everything cooked and just get it all plated up and making it all look nice. So yeah, lots to do this morning. It's 8:20, so I'm still hoping to post those candles and then carry on. There's an epic sunset. Hoping to get to the top of the hill before the sun goes down, try and get a video and a photo. Something about sunsets and sunrises, just love it. Sort of missed a sunset, but I've got a nice bit of it. It's got a real nice sort of orangey purple glow. Looks really cool. Wish I had my camera to take proper photos, but never mind. Yeah, busy old day, buffet for 50. Couple of hours in the morning getting that all ready. Then after a busy weekend, there's a lot of prep to do, getting the menu back up to full strength, so loads happening, quick dog walk, then lots of food to be made for the kitchen. Managed to make it to the post office, posted a load of parcels. Has about 10 parcels this morning. Got another 3 parcels to fulfill on Shopify. So definitely doing well on Shopify this time of year. It was this time last year where I was doing Etsy and I couldn't really keep up with the amount of orders on Etsy, but kind of glad I'm not on there anymore. I'm trying to get traffic through my own website, build my own brand that way. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with Amazon. Build a bit of a hub and a bit of a base and slowly direct them to my website where things are a little bit cheaper and I can offer a bit more value and a bit more customer service, a bit more flexibility on Amazon. What I'd like to do, like custom, like notes and cards and maybe custom labels for people, just to add something a bit unique, but whether or not that would be too much work, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see where today takes us and what the theme of today's video will be, because I don't quite know until we get to the end of the day. I think maybe I'll try and talk about balance, how to balance a full-time job and cracking on with a side hustle, trying to maintain all of that and just keep everything up in the air like juggling balls. That looks a bit suspect, doesn't it? I think one of the reasons why I managed to get quite a lot of stuff done is living where I work. Obviously there's pros and cons to living where you work. Cons, being on call all the time, having to let people in, and just being around, little annoyances that you might not notice by not being there, you're kind of aware of. So yeah, but pros, I don't have to commute, I don't have to spend time driving, I'm already there, so that gives me half an hour, 45 minutes that a lot of other people don't have, so I can sneak in and work out, or I can post a couple of articles, or I can start a video. It just gives me that little bit of time before and after the day, so just helps me eke out that little bit much more work. I think at the moment the balance isn't quite right. It's all sort of full steam, 100% candles. It's that time of year, people buy gifts and it's cozy candle season. And the same in the pub, it's kind of menu change for winter, Christmas parties, everyone's sort of out having a jolly, lots of food, lots of cheese, mince pies, all that kind of stuff. So very busy at work. And both of those things combined mean my health and fitness take a little bit of a knock. It's not going to be the end of the world. My plan is to keep everything on maintenance and then sort of get to January and start training for my second strongman competition. I want to do maybe the intermediate level, make it a bit more of a challenge, and that'll give me 6 months to train because that'll be in June. So sort of not completely go off the rails, but enjoy myself a bit, still go for a few runs, still do my personal training once a week, still keep everything on a good level of maintenance, but with a bit of restraint, not go totally mental. The thing I probably find the hardest is not being too hard on myself. The days where I don't get as much done as I want to, I sort of beat myself up a bit and kind of wish or feel guilty that I didn't get as much done as I wanted. But I'm still achieving a lot, it's just difficult. Like I said, so if I get that one thing done, it means I've sort of achieved one decent task for that day. And the other thing, like a lot of people might look at this and go, why are you doing so much? Why are you sort of killing yourself? Like, it's pretty enjoyable for me, like doing all these little projects, running the blog, running the website, facing these little challenges and overcoming them. Like, it's enjoyable. Like, I enjoy making the candles and trying to sell something worthwhile and trying to benefit people's lives and maybe solve problems. The whole thing is enjoyable. Same with the exercise. I like doing exercise. I like doing hard things. It's just managing my time and energy, trying to keep up with all of it. And the easy distractions, like I'm so distracted by YouTube. Like, I'll do a bit of work, then I'll watch a couple of videos and I'll go down a rabbit hole. So it's just managing the distractions. Things like Instagram as well, they're sort of creeping in at the moment. I spend a bit too much time on there, not really looking a lot. But that's the thing for me, I enjoy it. I love the challenges. It's just maintaining everything in some kind of homeostasis, keeping everything up and not burning out. Something else that helps keep me fairly productive, at least 80% of the time, if I do this one thing, I try and do the hardest tasks, the thing I don't want to do the most first. Like I said, I don't always do this. 20% of the time, I probably don't. So if I can maintain that 80% of the time, winning. So that might be making a load of candles, packaging a load of candles. It's the packaging and the label that I hate the most. So I try and sometimes get that done sort of first thing. And once that's done, it frees up my day. I've already done the hardest part. And that just frees up a lot of mental bandwidth, which sometimes just sort of sits at the back of your brain. So there's a few other things I need to get done. I really need to finish doing my accounts, get that all in order. And that is maybe the task I'll do Thursday morning. Something that's been sitting in the back of the brain. So once I get that, that's gonna relinquish a bit more brain power. I think those things sort of fester. So if you can get those hard tasks done sort of first thing early, it makes a big difference for the rest of the day. So I try and pick one big thing and then a few sort of auxiliary things, fancy word, to go side by side with it. And if I get 1 to 2 to 3 things done, then that's pretty good. Some days I get a lot more done, other days maybe not so much. Well, the days where I don't really achieve a lot, I try and get one thing done. And the other thing I try and do is periodization, try and work out what season is best for what tasks. At the moment, it's candles. So Q4, like I've been saying, the colder months, people are more likely to buy the candles and are not going to be busy. So the focus goes on to making and selling candles. Whereas January and February, I'm going to start producing more articles. I want to write an Amazon ebook that I can sell and do a few more like things like that. The writing and the videos, spend a bit more time on the creative tasks rather than the selling, and sort of lay the foundations for the next year. So January, February, March, we'll be building out the blog, trying to increase traffic, writing some ebooks and maybe a course, and as well improving my videos and just coming up with new ideas and things like that. Maybe refining my processes, spending a bit of time on systems to increase productivity and stop wasting time. And that's kind of how I cycle it. And then maybe March onwards, I'll really focus on diet, nutrition, try and get a bit leaner, try and lose a bit of weight. It's much easier in the summer for me to improve my general health and fitness. As the weather's a bit better, it's easier just to get out. So I'm trying to plan my life in seasons. Not as good at it as I want, but we're making progress, we're getting there. I think that's probably going to be it for today's video. I was maybe going to film tonight, but I think we'll leave it there. I feel like I've covered enough points and hopefully it helps someone. As I said, it's all a work in progress. I'm maybe a couple of steps ahead of some people, and a lot of people are a lot further ahead of me. But if people can see my journey, hey, that word feels really, really douchebaggy. But if people can see it, they can see, right, that guy's not that far ahead of me, so it is achievable. Everything I've done in the last 3 years, anyone can do. Like, I'm not that clever. It's just putting in the work and cracking on with it. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.